Hi everybody, welcome to my home studio. I'm Kelly and thanks for joining me for yoga today. So today's class is going to be a fun practice, especially in the beginning. I'm going to go over 8 different moves for mobility in the hips and the thoracic spine, so in the middle of the back. So we'll do some rotations and some seated, some on your knees. Make sure your mat is comfortable. The second part of the class, we'll do some core exercises and some crunches for your abdominal strength and conditioning. And then the next part, the body of the program, we are going to be working on revolved triangle. Thanks for joining. Come to your mat. And let's start in a seated position and sit up well. The best advice I can give you starting off our practice today is be in your body. So be focused in your body. Try not to be distracted by a bunch of things going on in the outside world. Enjoy the practice. So let's start here in a seated position. Reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Look up at your hands. Exhale, sweep your hands down behind your back. Clasp your fingers, reach your knuckles towards the floor. Sit up tall. Bring the arms away from the back, stretching the chest. And then bring the hands down in front of, or down, lower towards the glutes, and then reach up. And then exhale, clasp your hands, palms facing straight up. And then bring the palms in front, opening up the back. Reach back, sweep. Clasp behind, reach the knuckles towards the floor, and then reach the arms away from the back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the arms in, and inhale, reach up. Let's do that one more time. Clasp your hands, reach the palms straight up. Look up at your hands, and then exhale, sweep the hands forward. Inhale, sweep the arms back behind, clasp behind the back. Fingers together, reach the knuckles towards the floor, straightening the arms, then reach the arms away from the back. So we've been doing a lot of work with the pectorals, the shoulders. So here, starting off the stretch with the chest. And then release, nicely done. Relax the arms, relax right there. Lean over to one side. Lean over to the other side, just breathing in and out. As it feels natural to, long deep breaths. Notice if your breathing is shallow or short. I want you to deeply breathe in right here. Inhale. And then exhale, sweep over to the other side. Inhale. And then exhale. And now bring one leg to the side, one leg forward, 90-90 stretch right here. I'm going to face this direction first, and then we're going to go over to the other direction. So I call this kind of a cartwheel, 90-90 cartwheel. First, let's use the hands. So hands right here in front are between the legs, and then one hand on the outside of your thigh right there. And now lift your knees up, and you can slide your hands to help your balance also. Go over to the other side and try to get your knees 90 degrees right here. Press your knees down, look forward, and lift up. Up and over, place your hands on the floor. This time, lift up the hands all the way up, tip your knees over to the other side right there. And then reach up and over to the other side. Inhale and reach up and over. You'll notice if you're moving along on the mat, maybe scooting forward, scoot over right there. And then let's do it again. Reach up and over, place your hand, reach, come up onto your knee, reach the arm up. Then lower your glute down. Reach up and over. Place this hand on the floor. Reach. Keep this arm up. Press down. into your legs, and then the hand, lift up your pelvis, your hips, lower down, sweep over. We're going to do that 4 more times, so you've got some opportunity to get this right. So it just stretches the flexors, the inner thighs right there, opens the hips, lower down, reach up and over, and lift. Let's do it 2 more times. Reach up and over, hand on the floor, lift up, and then lower. Reach, knees over, lift up the hips, and then lower. Place your hand on the floor. Come onto your knees. Bring your right foot forward, right here. Shoulders rolled back. And look forward. And just relax the shoulders right there. Bring your arms forward, palms together, and have some space right here, so some width from the foot and where the knee is right there. Then reach the right arm to the side and then all the way back. So rotation through the thoracic spine right there. Let's do that 3 more times, so 4 total. Inhale as you reach forward. Exhale as you sweep back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And bring your arms down. Reach the right arm up and over the ear. Right there. And my hand is over on the other side of my thigh. And then lift up. Bring your hands behind your head. So staying on the same knee. If you need to, double up your mat. Like you'd flip that back part of your mat up and over. And just double it up. So do that if you need to. So here, same direction. I want you to turn the direction of your forward knee. Then reach the back elbow towards the back heel. And then lift up. Point the elbow towards your ceiling, and then the opposite elbow towards the floor, and then circle around and turn the opposite direction, and then reach that back elbow towards your back heel. Center, look to the side, reach the elbow down towards the thigh, kind of rotate, kind of like a figure 8, and then point your elbow towards the back heel, and then center, and then face forward. Let's go to the other side. So set your knee down and opposite foot forward. So you should have a nice cushiony mat. My mat feels super nice. It's I think it's a 5 millimeter in thickness mat. So foot on the floor in the front. My shin is down. The top of my foot is down. Reach the arms forward. Then reach the arm behind, reach forward. Do that 3 more times. So I'm reaching back, turning my shoulder back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. 1 more time. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Nicely done. Place your hands on the side of this leg over here. Reach up and over. So just leaning, just for a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Place your hands behind your head. So elbows back. Prisoner style right here. Now you're going to turn towards that forward leg and point your elbow towards the back heel right there. So you're turning. Now point your elbow towards the forward knee and reach that back elbow up and then turn the opposite direction right there. Now bring the elbow towards the back heel and towards the forward knee. Circle around the other side. Reach the elbow towards the back heel and then the forward thigh and circle and face forward. Keep your balance. Exhale, bring your arms down. Nicely done. Okay, so that was for the thoracic spine. So figure 4. hip mobility. I want you to place one foot underneath the leg that's straight. So I'm starting with my right leg straight right here, and my left foot is underneath my thigh, like that. So stay with me right here. All right, so now what you're gonna do is place your hands on the floor for balance, and you're gonna reach this leg up and bring it back, kind of like you're coming into pigeon pose. Look forward, and then kind of lean into that hip, reach that leg forward, figure 4 right here. So see the figure 4? All right, so now try that without using your hands. So reach back, leg goes back, and maybe you can tap your elbow to the floor, lift up, reach the leg forward, and set your leg down. Do it again 2 more times. Tap, and then reach forward. 1 more time. Reach back and tap. Reach forward. Excellent. Okay, let's do the other side. So opposite leg extended, my left leg, right foot underneath. Sit up tall. Hands on the floor first, in front of the shin, and you're just gonna reach this leg back behind. You can keep your hands here if that works better for you. Lean and then sweep that leg forward, set your leg down. Otherwise, right here, and you reach the leg back and then forward. So I am leaning to get my leg over to the side, and I'm hovering and then bring it around to the back side. Look forward, lean. You got 1 more. Lean over, reach around the back side, and look forward. Excellent. And then forward. Nicely done. All right, so now glute mobilizer. Come up onto your knees. So on your hands and your knees, tabletop position, you're going to reach your right leg straight. Reach the leg to the side, reach back, and then reach over the other leg. Reach straight back to the side, and I'm turning my toes forward when my leg comes forward, or to the side, lateral. Then reach, and then over. Do that 2 more times. Side, reach back and over, back and side. Hold right here, press your toe, or put your toes down on the mat and press your heel away from you. Press into the floor with your hands. And then set your knee down, change sides. Left leg, lift up the leg, leg to the side, my toes turn forward, face forward, and then bring it back, and then my toes are facing down, and then I'm going a little bit over, stretching the outside of the hip right there. So reach and then over. So waking up the glute muscles, the hip muscles, side. This is just pre-game before we get into a short flow later. We'll do a shorter flow since we're working on these mobility moves. And then that's it. So straight leg, tuck your toes, press your heel away from you, push the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. You can let your head hang over, stretch the back of the neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now the next move, I'll face you like this. So table position again. You're going to bring one foot to the side, and you can be on the edge if that feels better, or put your foot flat. I like to put my foot flat so that I feel grounded right there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to reach your glutes back to your heels and then come back up. So this is it's called adductor movement. So you're engaging the inner thigh muscles, the adductors. Reach the glutes to the heel. Hands on the floor. And when you lift up, your shoulders are basically in alignment or over the wrists right there. And then lower, last time. And then up.
Now change sides. Knee on the ground, opposite foot out, and you can be on the edge or foot flat right here. And I'm tucking my toes back there so that I'm more stable. I'm reaching my glute back. I feel much more stable on this side, much more mobile. You'll notice differences between the right side and the left side. Shift your hips back, glute to your heel, and then come up. Do that again. Reach the glute towards your heel, and then lift up. Do that one more time. And then up. Nicely done. Now put your knee down. Cat-cow. Lower your belly and round your back up. Lower and then round. Exhale or inhale and then exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Neutral spine. Come to a seated position, and you're going to roll back on your mat all the way. Bring your knees into your chest. We're going to roll all the way up, so get some momentum, and then feet on the floor, and you're going to separate your legs and reach forward like this. Grab your legs, pull them in, roll back, and extend the legs out and reach forward. Do that again. 2 more times, and reach. 1 more time, and reach forward. And now stay on the mat right here. Extend your legs out, reach the arms overhead. Place your hands behind your head. So now we're going to warm up the core, do a little bit of ab work. So let's start over. Right elbow to left knee across the body, crunch, and then lower the leg, lower the arms. Now lift up, place your foot on the other side of the leg, and then reach the direction of the knee that's up. We'll do that again. So lower down, reach over the head, right elbow to left knee. So that's the leg that you're going to go across. Lift up, reach, and reach forward and back. So you want to warm up the body with a twist. Reach, elbow to knee, straight, up, reach over, hands behind the head, elbow to knee, reach, arms forward and back. Do that again, reach, elbow to knee, last time, and we'll change sides, up, reach, lower down, and now change sides. Left elbow, right knee, extend the arms and the legs, reach up, right foot to the outside of the left leg and reach, turn, and then extend the legs and the arms. Left elbow, right knee, reach up, right foot on the outside of the left knee, reach the arms, reach forward, arms over the head, then hands behind the head, left elbow, right knee, or lift up, right foot on the outside of the left leg, reach forward and back. Do it again. Crunch, left elbow, right knee, lift up, right foot, and reach. Reach forward and lower. We're going to do it one more time. Up, elbow to knee, almost forgot, lift up, foot to the outside, reach, nicely done. Come onto your hands and your knees. Onto your forearms, stoking the fire. So forearms on the mat, everyone come into a plank hold, and you can have your feet slightly separated this time, but lower your hips just slightly, then pull your hips up just slightly. Right knee to right elbow, and then extend the leg. Left knee to left elbow, extend the leg. Now lower the hips just slightly, lift up, right knee to right elbow, left knee to left elbow, extend the leg, Slowly, just lower the hips slightly, then pull them up. That's where you engage your core. Knee to elbow and back. Left knee to elbow and back. Lower your hips, lift up, knee to elbow. Do 4 more of those. Knee to elbow. Now lower your hips just slightly, lift up, knee to elbow, opposite knee to elbow, not touching, lower and lift. Knee to elbow, just 1 more, lower, lift, right knee, left knee, and then set your knees down. Child's pose. Reach your forehead towards the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. And let's come on up. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Turn your toes out and bend your knee, opening up the pelvis, the hip. Extend the leg and lower. Do the other side. So left leg up, and then turn your hip out, your toes out, and then turn the hip down, and then lower your leg. Let's do that again. Right leg, turn your toes out, and that also opens your hips. So one hip is up, one hip is down. Then rotate, re-rotate, turn your toes down and lower. Lift the left leg up. Turn your toes out, and that opens up your hip. Turn your toes down. Now the hips are facing the floor, and then lower. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up and stretch overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's begin the flow. So starting at the front of your mat, inhale, chair pose. Place your right ankle on your left knee right here. So standing pigeon, press this knee down with your hand, grab your ankle, then reach your arms forward. 3, 2, 1. Now lift up that right ankle off your left knee and set your foot down. Sink down. Lift up the right foot. Step your right foot back. Inhale, reach up, crescent pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms down. Clasp your hands behind your back like we did in the beginning. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. Right there. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and step forward. Chair pose and then stand. Let's do the other side and then we'll add on. Sink down into that squat, chair pose. Lift up your left ankle and place the ankle on the knee. Reach, grab your foot, press the knee down, looking forward, flex your foot. Reach the arms. Bring the ankle off the knee, place the foot on the floor, chair pose. Lift up the left foot, extend the left leg back behind. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Shoulders back. Inhale, reach. Step forward, chair, and stand up. Chair pose. Let's do the right side again, funky chair or standing pigeon. Hand at your knee, ankle. Balance, then reach forward. Lift the ankle up, set your foot down. Right leg up, right leg goes back. Crescent pose. Inhale, reach up. Now set your right heel on the floor. Right there. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Pick your shoulders up and roll them back. Now bring your arms out like a cactus. So pull the elbows back and then bring the elbows in towards each other. 3 times. Open and close. Open, inhale, and close. Exhale. Inhale, open, and close. Exhale. One more time. And hold. Hands to your heart. Step in about a footprint. Set your heel down and straighten your forward leg. I'm going to show you how to use blocks right here. So move your blocks on either side of your foot right here. Pyramid pose. Pyramid pose, your feet are shorter distance, right? And then the forward leg is straight. And it's like you're on a tightrope. To make it easier, you would widen your base, right? So this foot would be out to the side. Otherwise, you're right here, like you're on a tightrope. So straighten the forward leg, hold your hips, and then hinge forward to a flat back. Relax your neck and shoulders. Now reach your hands for your blocks. Take a breath in. So right here, your back should be flat. And you're getting a really good stretch in that hamstring. Don't overstretch it. You'll bend your knees slightly if you need to. And by the way, my toes are pointing forward. My foot's forward. Now lower your chest over the forward thigh, and then maybe you can bring your nose towards your knee. You can move the blocks down to a lower height maybe. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Lift up. You can come up onto the high part of the blocks. Inhale, lift up all the way. And then step forward, chair pose. Stand up. Let's do the other side. So ankle, or chair pose first, and then left ankle to your right knee. Sink down. Press your hand into the top of the knee, the ankle. Hips go back right there. Weight in your heel mostly, but press your toes down. Now reach forward. Lift the ankle up. Set your foot on the floor. Chair pose. Lift up the left foot. Step your left foot back. Crescent pose. Inhale. Exhale. Arms out like a cactus or goalpost. Bring the elbows in towards each other. And then open up 3 times. Pull in your abs. 2. 1 more. Open up, and then elbows towards each other, and then relax the arms. Set your left heel on the floor, and then bring that foot in just slightly so you've got shorter distance between your feet. Straighten the forward leg. Widen your base if you need to, especially if you're newer to this practice. You would widen your base. Now hold your hips so you're hinging with a flat back. Press into the forward foot. Place your hands on your blocks. So I'm placing my blocks right beside my ankle, or in line with my ankle. Breathe in. Exhale, lower over that forward leg. Maybe you can get your nose all the way to your knee. Move your blocks down to a shorter level or hands on the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift up your chest, move your blocks up to the higher level, and then inhale, look forward, lift up. Step forward, chair pose, and stand. So using the blocks again, come into chair pose, right ankle on left knee, figure 4 or standing pigeon. And I'll move that foot off, or ankle off the knee, chair. Right leg up, right leg back. Go ahead and set your heel down at an angle. Warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Same thing, straighten your forward leg. So it's a little wider. If you need to be more comfortable, step in just slightly. That makes it easier. Holding your hips squared to the front of your mat. Hinge forward. Breathe in. Exhale, use your blocks, hands on the blocks beside your foot. Lower all the way over the forward leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Revolved triangle pose. Lift up halfway. Place your hand on your block, the right hand. So my left foot is forward, my right hand is on the block. And I'm going to line that up with my ankle, my hand with my ankle. Or think wrist with ankle. And then I'm going to reach my left arm up. There's your revolved triangle pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice the hip stretch. Draw that hip down and then back. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Exhale, lower the hand down to the block. and then lift up all the way. Step forward, chair pose, and stand up. Let's do the other side. Chair pose, left foot up, ankle on knee. Hold your ankle, hold your knee, reach forward. Now lift that ankle up, foot on the floor, chair, warrior, or leg goes back, ankle on the floor, or ankle on the floor, heel on the floor. Warrior one first. Straighten your forward leg, step in if you need to, hands to your hips, square the hips to the front of your mat, and then hinge over. Press into the ball of your foot. Use your blocks right here, this height or the highest height. Don't want to overstretch or force a stretch. Fold all the way over. There's your pyramid pose. Nose to your knee if you can. Now lift up halfway. Make sure your block is beside your foot or your wrist lines up with your ankle. And then you're going to reach the right arm up. There's your revolved triangle pose. And breathe. Look up at your hand. Drop the hip back. Flatten your back. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your arm down, hand down to your block. Press into your blocks for a moment. Flat back, lift all the way up. Inhale, chair pose. Woo, chair, and stand up. Nicely done. Okay, so I'm going to turn to this side of the room, or my mat, and now let's make it into a flow. We'll go through a flow sequence just 2 times, and then we'll finish with a few stretches, okay? So, a little wobbly. Okay, front of the mat, get everything situated, my mic. There's the mic. There it is. All right, I'm good. Here we go. Let's take it. Inhale, chair. Exhale and fold over. Lengthen and look forward. Step back to plank. First vinyasa, lower down. Wide hands, wider legs, cobra pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, push off the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. We're just going in a reverse order. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Opening up the hip, then extend the leg straight. Look forward at your right elbow. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Extend the leg up, 3-limb dog. Right knee to the left elbow. Lift the leg up, 3-limb dog. Right knee to your nose. Step your right foot forward. Set your left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. So notice all of these postures are a family of poses that all face the front of your mat. So hands to your heart, shoulders back, open up the arms, squeeze those arms together, open up, contract the back of the shoulders, bring it together, open up, and bring it together. Now right here, hands to your hips, straighten the forward leg, step in if you need to, shortening the stance, fold over with a flat back. Use your blocks right here, or one block. You can actually use one block right here. So your back is flat right here, and then you're going to reach the right arm up. There's your revolved triangle pose. Draw the hip back and draw the hip down on that right side. Inhale, exhale. And now bring the hand down to the floor. Move your block. Hands on the floor. Step that left foot back. 3-limb dog. And then lower. Go through a vinyasa. Shift to plank. Lower down. Chaturanga or to the mat. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Lift up your left leg. Turn your toes out and bend your knee. Opening up the hip. Extend the legs straight. Turn your toes down. Hip faces the mat right there, right? So now look at your left elbow. Bring the left knee to your left elbow. 3-limb dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Underneath the body. Leg up. Knee to left or to the center towards your nose. And then step your left foot forward. Spin your right heel down. Inhale. Warrior 1, facing the front of your mat. Elbows to the sides. Pull your elbows together. Open up. Hands to your hips. Straighten the forward leg. Flat back, hinge forward all the way over or halfway. You can find your block. Right hand on your block. Left arm up. And breathe. Press the hand down. Draw the hip back and then down. Right there. Breathe. Look up at your hand. Draw the shoulder back. And then bring your hand down. Bend your knee. Move the block out of the way. Let's do one more vinyasa. Place your hands on the floor. Step back plank. Your vinyasa all the way down. Or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Look forward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Step to the center of your mat. So here's the finishing part of the class. So elbows to the inside of your knees, malasana. Look forward. You can move a block in front of your face. So if you were going to crow pose, place your hands down, right? The block would be in front of your hands, of course. So elbows like this. So you can stay here, practicing malasana, press into your feet, or hands on the floor, lean, bring your heels together, toes turned out, lift the knees up to the upper outer arms, press the triceps into the back of the arms into the shins, lift up on the balls of your feet, spread your fingers, press into your fingertips, lean forward like that, look forward, lift your toes up, breathe. Heels to your glutes. And then set your feet down and sit on your mat all the way. Extend your legs out straight. Move the blocks. Lower down all the way. Put your feet on the floor. So your feet on the floor, even up your blades on the floor, palms on the floor. Press into your feet, tuck your pelvis, press the lower back down, and then lift up glute bridge. Try to get your arms underneath you, and you can touch the end of the heels right there, or clasp your hands, press the pinkies into the floor, look straight up, stretching the front body. This is actually considered a cooling down pose. So your knees stable, look straight up. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Unclasp your hands and lower down all the way. Separate your blades. Bring your knees into your chest. Happy baby. Feet come up. Reach for the outside edges of your feet. Knees are on the outside of your shoulders. The bottom of your feet facing the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then release your feet. Roll all the way up. Seated position. One foot to the inner thigh right here. One leg long, straight. Reach up and over. Stretch over the leg. Look up towards your ceiling at an angle. And then lift and then turn. When you turn, press that leg down. Inhale. And let's do that again. This time, press into this leg with this hand. Then reach up and over with this arm, the upper arm, and maybe you can grab your foot. Turn your gaze towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. And then let's change sides. So lean back, sweep it over, other side. This is all for leg adductor stretch, inner thigh stretch, knee health, and lower back, right? So press the calf down into the floor, and you're just going to reach up and over. Your hand goes along the leg right here, and look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift, and now turn. Look over your shoulder, press your calf down, breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale. Now press this hand into your thigh right here, and then you're going to use that as leverage to push and lean a little bit further. Maybe you can grab your toe this time. Toes. I'm closer. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift. Nicely done. Bring your legs together, crossed comfortably. Reach up and stretch overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. In gratitude, thumbs to the brow in thanks. Bowing your chin, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for showing up. I hope you enjoyed this practice of working on revolved triangle pose. Let me know how you're doing and about your practice. Thanks for showing up.